This is the series where I travel to all 50 states in America. As I travel to each state, I'll be visiting the best tourist attractions, collecting souvenirs, and giving the total breakdown cost of each trip, while also taking a Polaroid in every state. On today's episode, we're going to be going to Pennsylvania. The flight from Spirit Airlines was $81.18 for 2 days. When we landed, we took a cab for $36 to the city of Philadelphia, where we will be going to the first landmark, which is the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell is this giant bell that stands for independence and freedom. This is one of the top attractions in Philadelphia, and one interesting fact is that there's a crack in between the bell. We also visited the Independence Hall. This is where the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States were first established. Next, we started walking around the city. We're on our way to City Hall, and there really isn't anything special about City Hall, but there's this middle passageway that you could walk through to get some nice videos and photos. Then we were finding somewhere to eat. Since we're in Philly, I thought it was only right to try a Philly cheesesteak. We finally found a place, got a table, and I got cheese fries and a Philly cheesesteak for $15.81. Afterwards, we went to John F. Kennedy Plaza, where there was a ring in the middle of the city, body slamming people that was part of an event they were hosting. Next, we walked to the Philadelphia Museum of Art, where they had all these statues, and they also had a statue of Rocky based on the Rocky films. And to end the day, we hopped on these bikes that required a city pass that we bought for $10, which gave us access for the next 24 hours. We were just riding around the city until nighttime, where we briefly visited Chinatown for our last stop of the day. The next morning, we checked out of the motel that we stayed at for $123.16. And we headed to McDonald's, where I got a 2 cheeseburger meal for $8.89. Since we had access to the bikes, that's what we relied on for transportation, where we headed to the first stop of the day, which is the Race Street Pier. The Race Street Pier is a nice place to look at the views, and it also has a good angle of the Benjamin Franklin Bridge that was constructed in 1922. Next, we visited Alfred's Alley, which is the oldest residential street in America. The alley features 32 houses built between 1703 through 1836, and it's an exceptional collection of earlier American structures in the United States. And finally, since we had access to the bikes, I had a crazy idea to bike all the way to New Jersey through the Benjamin Franklin Bridge, since it connects both Pennsylvania and New Jersey. The hardest part is biking uphill the bridge, but once you get to the top, you get a nice view of the city. And before we left, we stopped by to eat, where I got fried rice and bourbon chicken for $13.50. And as we were heading to the airport, I bought a souvenir at one of the gift shops, which was a replica of the Liberty Bell for $10. And after adding all our expenses, our trip to Pennsylvania was $298.54. And that wraps up another episode of Travel Across America. If you haven't already, follow all social media pages so you don't miss out on any updates, and subscribe to my YouTube channel because episode 6 is out now, where I vlog and release a podcast the following week. But anyways, this